Hey, it's Jim Paar here, and we're going to walk through on how to set up an AI agent for your mortgage company, real estate company. This really works for just about any service business where you have appointments that you want to schedule. So we're going to show you how to do this step by step. And I'm going to show you what the overview of this is. I've worked with title companies. I've worked with mortgage companies. I've been working with them since the early 90s, building systems. We built one of the first online HUDs for a title company, which was unheard of at the time. And so I've got a lot of experience. I love to work with mortgage and real estate. I'm not a realtor, but I know the business inside and out from every facet of the business. So let's dive in, but before we get going, I want to tell you a little bit about me. I just received an award from GoHighLevel, and that's the software that we're going to be using to build these AI agents. And it takes a lot to get these awards from them. So I've been with them from an early age of them starting, and but we're going to walk through because you can really streamline your business, get these leads coming in. I have the secret sauce to the mortgage business, and you can go see our reviews. But I build out ads, I build out copy and different things for all these different mortgage companies all over the nation. And I know what works, whether it's jumbo loans, whether it's self-employed loans, whatever it is, but you need a niche. You don't just go say, do you want a mortgage? You really have to focus in on a niche. So maybe it's single mom mortgages, single dad mortgages, whatever it is, 2 working parents with 4 kids or whatever it might be. But there is a niche to it. So I'm going to give you a lot with this. So there's going to be a link that you can download this blueprint. You can download this guide that we're going to have with prompts in it that we use during this. And also, if you sign up with the link that we have for our software, we have what we call the Ultimate Mortgage Snapshot. So it builds a lot of the stuff for you, but we have it done for you. Also, just reach out. All my information is down below, but if you're looking for that contact information, you can grab it down there. Otherwise, it's right here on the screen. Just pause the screen and grab my information so you can reach me directly. But let's dive in who Jim Paar is real quick, and then we'll dive into the dashboard. So you're wondering who Jim Paar is. I've worked with these guys here for a little over 6 years, so almost from the beginning. And I own my own agency. I've worked with hundreds of companies, from big to small to multiple companies. And we've been in the marketing business for almost 20 years. So I just wanted to give you that little insight so you understand what we actually do. And we even have patents on advertising that we've done, and they've worked real well for us. And we've done this over the past years. And so our focus now is really driven on AI and really focused in on helping businesses streamline so that they can build their revenues and make a bigger brand for themselves. Okay, what is this agent going to do for you? The 2 key things here is it instantly qualifies the leads. So it asks certain questions to qualify the lead, like credit score, employment, different things like that. If they're not qualified, it'll dump them into a different pipeline, and you can nurture those leads later because maybe they'll get their credit score up, or you can help them with that. But it'll book the appointments and get them in your schedule for a Zoom call or whatever you need. And so the steps to do this is we need to create a lead opt-in form through an ad where we capture that information, or a website form. Most of those leads just me knowing running ads for a lot of mortgage companies. We run over $300,000 in ads. And so understand that they need to go into a funnel, and so they need to opt in, and they usually come through most likely a meta ad, which is Instagram and Facebook. And then we find those to be the cheapest leads, and then maybe a Google ad or your website form if they somehow got there with SEO. And then we automatically message them and engage them with the AI. And then if they don't respond, we'll engage them, or the AI agent will engage them for 2 weeks until we get a response. If we don't get a response after that, basically that lead is dead. But typically we see over a 70% increase in lead capture with this. So the AI takes over. As we said, it qualifies the lead, it gives them a booking link. So let's go into the back end and show you exactly how this is done. So we're in the dashboard where all the magic takes place. So we're gonna, this is basically a high-level platform. We branded as Sproutify, that's our software. And but it's exactly the same. We have a 30-day free trial. You can only get that through my link below. You can't, usually it's a 14-day free trial, and you can use the software for 30 days, engaging clients, making money with it if you get this thing up and running fast enough. So just remember to click the link below to get that, and I've got that in the comments too. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create the opt-in form. So we're going to go in. We've already created this just for time's sake, but we're going to walk through step by step and show you everything. So up here, we named ours the AI Sales Agent for Mortgage. And a couple of the key settings here that you need is you need a stop on response. So if they do respond to this automation, like this first text message, we need to make sure that this automation doesn't keep engaging them, because we want to stop that so that it doesn't look AI or spammy or get distractions. So the first thing we do is we create this lead form. And so we call it a Facebook lead form. And it's very simple. It's just you go over, you grab a trigger, you type in Facebook here, and you get a lead form just like this, and you can put that in. So it said, oops, because I already have it in there. And then the second thing that we do is we do what we call a form submitted. So they come in through Facebook, they fill out a form, and then from there, they get tagged, and we know once they fill out this form, whether it's through the website or through a lead form, we know how to engage, or we're teaching the AI how to engage this lead, because it's important to train the AI, because you have to tell them what to do. So whether it was a form submitted or a Facebook lead form, we capture it either way. So this is one of the important things. We tag this Autobot. You can tag it Chatbot or whatever you want. AI, automation. We just tag it whatever, because you'll see later on how we're going to engage based on that tag. And that's really important to have that in there. The second thing that we do is we create a text. So this is the first text that goes out. And let me just tell you, we use SMS. We can do outbound calling. We can do inbound calling with AIs. We've set them up. They're very costly. For outbound calling, it's about $10,000 a month to set that up. So we find out that actually out of all of them, texting is the most efficient. And we have, like I said, a done for you for this. We'll set up everything up for you. And basically it's just ready to go, and you don't have to do anything. It's a monthly fee. but it pays for itself very quickly. So our first text is that you want to see that they're interested in your offer, and can we get you scheduled? So we're looking for a reply on this. And if the bot hears a reply, remember we selected stop on response in the settings. So the second text will not go out to them if they reply yes to that. And then we do a second one, and we'll just rename this to ABC Mortgage. So this ABC Mortgage, or this is ABC Mortgage. We didn't hear from you yesterday, so can we get you scheduled today? And I would just leave it at that. Sometimes you can put a bait in there, something that's going to encourage them to reach out, because you want it, the longer you wait, the least least success you're going to have in closing. So that's all there is in the opt-in. So we want to make sure we turn on publish up here in the top right, and then we want to hit save. And then our next step is to go in and actually build the AI and train the AI. So we're going to go back into our workflows here. And for time's sake, we've already started this process. It's in draft form. So we're calling this the AI bot for mortgage. And same deal up here. You want to make sure your settings are on right, but we do not have the stop on response, because we don't want it to stop on response. If the AI starts responding and the person responds, that will cut them off in the middle of the conversation. But one thing we have here is a customer trigger. So we set that up, and as you can see here, we have a lot of different options that we can add in here. We can add just about anything you can imagine, including ChatGPT, which we're going to show you that real shortly here in the step. But LinkedIn leads submitted. So if you're working with LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, we can engage any of those through Messenger. It doesn't matter what it is. And so then we go in and we know that the customer replied. And when this tag is tagged Autobot, that tells the bot to take over. Basically, it's saying, hey, I know what you mean now. Let's go ahead and start the AI. So that's the second step here. And you could put a few minutes in here. I wouldn't put any time. I want the bot to respond right away. So here's where the magic starts. So we created the bot, and it's powered GPT. Let me just show you where this is, because if we hit this plus sign and go to chat, GPT powered by OpenAI. So it's one of the features in here that we have that will fire and get the AI working. So we work with ChatGPT on this. So in here, the model, you can name this whatever. You don't have to leave it like that. The model itself, you do want to leave this alone. And we use the 4.0. And then leave this as custom. And I like this enable chat history, because what happens is it will send a message back basically to the person that you're speaking to. And it'll let them know, it'll give them the whole history of that chatbot. But not only that, it will tell the bot, if that person comes back in, it'll recall past questions, context, and messages in the storage inside the software, in the AI software here. So that's what's really cool about this, is it gives us that ability to do that. And then I don't think there's any, this is actually where we teach it. So the temperature of the bot, we just leave it at this default, which is 0.2. And then we tell the bot, basically, let me pull up the form here. and show you exactly what it is. Okay, here's a quick breakdown. So this is a prompt. Again, we have this. If you click on the link below to grab the blueprint and the prompts, we'll give you this for free. So basically it says you're a customer service assistant. So we're telling, and with a mortgage company, we had this for another company. So let me change that. And then a mortgage company called ABC Mortgage Company in Nashville. Your job is to help a prospective new mortgage client or clients, can be either or, who responded to an Instagram ad or whatever it is. You can change any of this however you need to based on your company. Mortgage offer, so maybe it was a jumbo loan offer, so to be more specific. Determine if they meet the qualifications, criteria, and guide them towards scheduling a free consultation. So the knowledge bank here is all the information you can add to this. This tells the AI when you're open, what you do, free consultation, must schedule in advance. And then we need to tell the AI what kind of personality. You don't want an angry AI. You want a nice AI. So young adult, friendly, happy, and helpful. You're eager to assist. And let me just change that. But you can see how you can change this really easily in getting a free consultation. So you never mention being an AI. So we tell the human or the AI assistant not to say that they're an AI, because they will if you don't tell them not to. And then we have rules. So we go through these rules. We have contractions to sound casual. So there's little pauses in there and different things like that. And then we have criteria. So qualifications. What is your qualifications in your company? Maybe you're Rocket Mortgage. Maybe you're one of the different mortgage countrywide or whatever it is that is out there. So you have criteria. So put all those criterias here to make sure they meet to qualify this lead. If you have certain qualifications that they've got to meet, then don't put those in there. But or put those in there. But if it's just little ones that you can work around, like debt that they need to pay off, you can put that into the mortgage, pay that debt off before they close or at closing or whatever. You know how it works. So, and then we have the criteria. If they met all three of these, if you had 10 of these, whatever, then I wouldn't do too many because the AI is asking all these questions. It'll answer all this, but just be careful how much you put in there. So basically we're going to go through, let me just see if I need to grab this. If they're not ready to book now, still interested, say that you'll hold their spot. And so the message that you're responding to is message body. So we're going to copy and paste this. So we'll take all this information, and that's why I said you probably want to have this. And then we're going to go in and basically take and paste this in here. So we've got to tell I'm going to take this part out because we just had that in the earlier part. So we'll leave it just like this, and we're good to go. So we're going to save that action, always save, and then we're going to wait like 0.15 seconds, basically just a few seconds here. And then we're going to send basically the reply once we come in here. It's going to wait 10 seconds, and then the AI is going to start responding. So this is an AI text response. So we're going to save this. We're going to publish this. And then we're going to create basically a form for them to fill out to basically go in and get this triggered. So that form may be Facebook. It may be We're going to use a web form just for testing purposes and demonstration, but usually it's going to be a Facebook form. So we're going to hit save, and then we're going to go back, and we're going to look at our forms real quick. So in our forms, we have a mortgage marketing request form, and we're just going to alter it a little bit. Take this and request, we'll just say request mortgage. So there's a few little steps here. We're going through the meat and potatoes part of it. And so we're going to take this and we're going to change this to something else. And you could put credit score in there, things like that, but we're just going to get the basic information. That's all Facebook does. You get a super cheap lead cost, like pennies and dollars for when you target using Facebook forms and some other things that we know about that work incredibly well. And we've got people spending like $12 a day and getting 20 leads. So we've got our form in there. I want to go back into that automation real quick and make sure we've got the right form, because I don't think we do. And so we'll just go right back into the opt-in, because that's where it's going to be. And it's going to be right up here. There it is. And we just want to change this out. And it's called the mortgage marketing request form. So we're going to hit save. And now it's time to test it. That's where the fun comes in. So how do you test this? We'll just go and open that form, and we're going to fill out the form and go from there. Okay, now we'll do the real test here. So if you have multiple agents, you can have 100 sales agents. We build what we call armies, and it's an army of sales agents that do outbound calls, inbound calls, texting, replies, nurturing, whatever. So you can have a very sophisticated AI team. So if you have multiple agents, maybe on that tag instead of Autobot, maybe it's AI agent 1, AI agent 2, AI agent 3, and so on and so on. So let's go into our form, and we're just going to obviously put in the basic information that we need for this thing to start firing. And we're going to request the mortgage, and we'll see if it sends us a text, and then we'll go back in, and there's our text. So it did reply, and it says that, hey, Jim, saw you're interested in our offer. Can we get you scheduled? So it gives us a stop reply. So if you don't want text messages, it's legit, and it follows all the guidelines that needs to be. So we'll go into our contacts, and I don't care if you see these contacts, call these numbers if you'd like, because they're just a bunch of spam calls on this for some reason. But anyways, the biggest thing, you see this tag right here, the Autobot. So it tagged Autobot or Agent 1, Agent 2. So that tells it to start firing the AI. So if we go in here, we can see the message that it replied. And then I'm going to reply and say, yes, can we get you scheduled? Obviously, that's a yes. And then it's going to start firing and asking me other questions. And so there might be a delay because we told the AI to be casual. And then it'll respond back to me and let me know. So it just responded back. And it says, fantastic. Have you spoken with any other mortgage companies? And I'm going to say no. That was just one of the questions that we asked for that. And then it's going to continue to ask me questions, and then it's going to get me to a schedule page here. So in conversations here, we can see what's happening. There's my yes. There's my no. Now it's asking a credit score. So if I said no, it's going to disqualify me and give me a disqualification. But if I say yes, it's going to go ahead and say, great. And it probably at this point will schedule or ask me another question. So there was my response, and I see the AI agent starting to work here, and they're awesome. Before we start, you'll need to sign some documents with us. So I know with mortgage companies, you like to have them signed to lock into you before you start doing the work. So we let them know that what days and times are good for you. So I'm going to say any day, anytime. And so, I can even ask, how are you doing today? And see what the bot says to me. So great. There's a booking link, and she may respond back. But then basically I can click on my phone and go into that link there. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? Let's just say not well, and just see what the response is. Maybe they're sympathetic. You could add that in there, a sympathetic AI, so that that it looks good. So, but obviously you can get to the booking. Leah, I'm sorry to hear that. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. So I'll say thank you, and then she'll respond back. So you can see how human-like it is. It's almost like, I can ask her what her name is before we go. What is your name? And that's another thing that you can do. If you have something you want to ask, have the AI ask them to get more information, have the AI do that. So you can see before we go, what is your name? So it's Abigail because we named it. So I'm Abigail. Let me know if you need anything else. So it is super cool. You can train these things to however you want. You can make them learn more and more things. Or if you see questions that, remember this whole conversation is going to be sent to you. So you can see if the AI is having troubles answering something, just add that into that form, that prompt form that we gave you. So if you got any value out of this, smash that like button. If you want the download, the 30-day free trial with the blueprint and the prompts, it's absolutely free. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Click on that link below and you can grab that. So if you are a mortgage company and you're looking for a done-for-you solution, we build these all the time and we maintain them for you. So there's just a monthly fee with that, and we'd be happy to work with you on that.